Hello. Today I want to talk about yoga. Most of you think of yoga as an exercise that one does, usually in a class, with certain poses or asanas. This is how yoga is perceived here in the United States and in many parts of the world. When you practice this yoga, it tones and cultures your nervous system, among other things. Obviously, there's some more flexibility and strength gained, and there is more of a balance between flexibility and strength when yoga is practiced regularly. But the profound way to practice yoga is in the manner where it cultures your nervous system. This culturing of the nervous system develops higher states of consciousness. But it takes a very long time for this to happen. A much faster way to cultivate yoga, that is the union of the individual with the divine, is with a meditation practice that transcends the relative field. In Sanskrit, yoga is union, with the root of to yoke. When you transcend the relative field in your meditation practice, you gain union or yoga with the divine. Everything in the relative field, including your mind and physiology that project the relative field, is transcended, leaving yourself to experience itself, referring to itself by itself. This is yoga, union of the individual with the divine, with divine being that is yourself. Yoga, this union that is easily gained with a meditation practice that transcends the relative field. That yoga brings harmony to your life, brings harmony to your heart and to your mind, and brings harmony to those conflicts that sometimes arise between your heart and your mind. That yoga, the union with divine being, also brings harmony to the inner sphere of life and the outer sphere of life. The inner sphere of life, yourself, that is unbounded, that is unmanifest, that is never changing and eternal. Harmony between yourself and your identity here in the relative field. The field that is ever changing, that is manifest and bounded by cause and effect, by space and time. Harmony between these two spheres, the two realities of life, enables you to be full of contentment and peacefulness. This harmony allows you to have the support of divine being here in your life in the world, to satisfy your desires and to bring you fulfillment. This is the first higher state of consciousness, union with divine being when you transcend in your meditation practice. In time, union with divine being becomes permanent. The repeated and regular infusion of divine being when you transcend in your meditation practice transforms your mind and physiology to such a degree that they rise to that very status of divine being. Now you know yourself as separate from all the activity here in the world. You are a witness to all goings on here in the relative field. You know yourself as divine being. This is the first stage of enlightenment. So gain that yoga, gain that union with the divine, with universal God in your meditation practice. Transcend the relative field and use the practice of the physical yoga with the poses and asanas that culture your nervous system to support the transcending here in your meditation practice. Both systems of yoga are moving you forward to those higher states of consciousness. But meditating and transcending the relative field is the highway to higher states of consciousness. Thank you, beloved Guru. All glory be to thee.